You just found out that your ex has moved on, that he has a new girlfriend, or a fiance, or that he got married, or that he just had a kid. How do you feel? Do you care? No? Well, that's great if you don't, seriously, because that shows that you have moved on and that you are happy. But if you do care, there are probably two reasons why, one or the other, or both. Number one, there is no more attractive man in the world than your ex with his arms wrapped around another woman. I mean, really, that is the way to turn a woman on. So what you shouldn't do if this is happening, and if that's how you feel, you should not spy on him, okay? Don't have your girlfriends go be his friend or be his girlfriend, fiance's wife friend and come report back to you as to what they're doing and how happy they are or how unhappy they look. You don't want to do that. You don't want to Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter stalk them. I have done it. It is not healthy, okay? All it does is prolong the pain. It makes it so that you can't get over them, because if they're always in your mind, then you can't put someone new in your mind. It's like wanting to buy a new car and you have a car that doesn't work in your garage. Well, if you have this car that doesn't work taking up your garage space, how are you going to put a new car in there? You have to get rid of the old car to put a new car in, and that's what you have to do with your ex. Stop thinking about him. Stop fixating on him. It is not going to help you. You also don't want to turn to unhealthy habits. Any of those unhealthy habits that you're doing, if it's to get attention or if it's to ease the pain or whatever it is, it's not hurting him, it's hurting you. It's also making it so that you are even less dateable because you are in an even worse place in your head. So you are even further away from moving forward. Every day that you do something that's unhealthy, you are one day further away from being healthy and being in a place where you can have a healthy relationship. Okay? What you should do is get out there again. Go online. Start seeing all of the amazing people who are possibilities for you. Look, your ex wasn't all that, okay? I mean, even if he was, he wasn't. There are other guys. I'm not saying you're ready to date yet, but you are ready to go online or to go out and flirt with people and see that you still have it. You need to boost your confidence again. And by getting out there, you will do that. That doesn't mean that you have to respond to emails. That just means that if you're sad and lonely on a Saturday night, you can go online and see all of these great people and just practice. Get your flirt on. Get your mojo going again. You need to feel good about yourself. Hire a dating coach like me to help get you out of your funk, to help you boost your confidence, to help you refocus on what it is that you are looking for. You want to love yourself enough, as cheesy as it sounds, that you would date yourself. Would you date yourself? Are you in a good enough place to date yourself? If you were him, would you date you? If not, then you need to work on yourself a little bit and then get yourself out there in a better, stronger, wiser way. You also want to work on becoming your best self. So pick up healthy habits and hobbies and expand who you are, become more interesting. This is the time to work on you. Okay, the other reason that you might be having a hard time is because you are suddenly analyzing yourself like crazy. And that makes sense for a lot of women, especially if you're getting older. If you are now in your mid-30s and you're finding that it's harder to date and you're thinking back at all of these people who you discarded for no reason or stupid little reasons because he was balding or he wasn't tall enough or smart enough or witty enough or funny enough or edgy enough, didn't have a good enough job. Women, when we are younger, we have the freedom to be ultra picky, which makes us super unrealistic. And we dump guys for really unnecessary reasons. Now, for some of that, it's because we are, what's next? Maybe someone is better around the corner, and that makes sense. And when you're young, you can do that because you want to expand yourself. You want to explore your options. You don't want to settle down too quickly. I did that. I settled down too quickly when I wasn't ready. I was married at 21 years old, and I was in no place to be a wife. I was not ready for that. But I let go of a really good guy, and as you get older, you start looking back at those good guys, and guess what? They're married now, and you're single. And that doesn't feel good. I just found out that my ex is married and just had a kid. And that hurt for a second. But I also truly do feel happy for him. But it did make me sit back and say, okay, Laurel, what are you doing? What have you been doing? Why have you been letting go of amazing people because of the dumbest things? Because the fact is that as women get older, our dating pool gets smaller and smaller and smaller, particularly if we have these unrealistic expectations still. I only want a guy who has 5'11" and is my age and has this amazing job and is witty but sensitive and edgy. But, I mean, come on, really? Because that guy, he's married. and you're not. And those guys, their dating pool has expanded. Like a fine wine, a good guy has a dating pool that is very large as he gets older. He can date younger, much younger. He can date his age. He can even date older. Women, sure, we can date younger, our age and older, but not as easily. Those guys aren't as readily available. In fact, I was on a dating site that my sister was also on, and there was a guy who reached out to both of us. She's 8 years younger than I am. We were both in his dating pool. That was hard to realize for me. So what you need to do if you're in this place is really get real and refocus on what's important to you and what actually matters in life. Not necessarily what you want, but what you need to make you happy. What kind of guy is going to make a good husband? If he's 5'10" instead of 5'11", does that mean he's going to be a bad husband? No, it doesn't. Is he caring and nurturing? Does he love you? Will he do anything for you? Is he going to be a good father? Those are the things that actually matter. And those are the things that you need to refocus on. This should not be about getting bummed. Be excited, because if you expand your opportunities, you have now expanded your dating pool and you have even more options out there. So allow this to be a good day, because you will be happy and you will have the deep, emotional, amazing love that you crave, and you will have it if you let yourself.